I am a product of the independent school district. I've lived here my entire life. This is my 24th year at Truman High School. I take great pride in being a member of our community, in being a teacher at Truman, and an advocate for kids. I just want to start by saying, like, COVID changed everything for me. And I can't put into words, I can't explain to you guys, like, how it impacted me as a teacher and what I saw, the impact of my kids. But until you're in the trenches with this, you just cannot understand the burnout, the mental health issues that our kids have had, and adults. And it's just a phenomenon that I cannot explain in words. With that being said, burnout is high. It's high at the student level, it's high at the teacher level, and it's been exhausting. I love teaching, and literally those last 2 years I was like, when can I retire? And I don't feel that way anymore. This year changed, and a large part of it, I have to commend you all and your team with the handling of the COVID protocol and implementation. We were out there 2 weeks ahead of everyone else. The way that we handled it, to me, best scenario in the metropolitan area. And I have a lot of friends in different districts who would say the same thing. So congratulations to you guys on the handling of that. With COVID came something that I realized, and I think a lot of people did, was what is valuable, and that is time. Money is nice. Money does not bring happiness. Time and feeling like you can just regain your energy, regain your lust for your job. And I lost it for a while, and it's back, but I can tell you, after a 3-day weekend, I have a totally different viewpoint going back to school than I do after a regular 2-day weekend. I feel ready to see my kids again. I'm excited instead of just like, okay, here we go. And that sentiment is shared with my peers. I can assure you that. And so, corporate America has made adjustments during COVID, and many have remained with remote learning, obviously, or remote work, I'm sorry. Obviously, we cannot do that, but there are ways that we can pioneer. We can be pioneers and make a change. As the biggest district in the state of Missouri that is looking at doing this, like, be bold, be bold and be pioneers, because that's what we did during COVID, and people were talking about us. They're like, man, you guys nailed it. Yes, we did. And your teachers, your students, and your families had to make adjustments all the time. All the time we adapted to change. We did it, and we did it well. And it was on the spot. I mean, 1 week you come in and it's like, here's what we're doing now. Okay, let's roll. And you have people working for you that will do that. And our families can do it. We saw it during COVID. And our kids can do it. We saw it during COVID. And this is well more orchestrated and planned out with much more time put into it than what we had with COVID. So just, really think about that. Trust the process. This group of people put together a great plan. And I've looked at a lot of the research. So, I spoke to a lady that taught in Lathrop from the time they implemented the 4-day week at a conference earlier this week. And she said, the only reason I went to Park Hill was for money. And she said, going back to a 5-day schedule is brutal. So if you've got a district that compensates generously on top of a 4-day work week, instructional week, you've got a package that could really bring some quality people in. And friends from other districts that I have said, if you guys go to this, I'm applying. So I just want you to understand, we've got a game changer here. And I just feel like we really need to take advantage, be pioneers, let Independence be the landmark for this as the biggest school district in the state of Missouri to incorporate this. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate all of your hard work.
Thank you for your comments, Shelly.